Now, I don't really know how to explain it, but there's just something weird about, you know, an iguana. Iguanas. These lizards are not these little geckos that you might have running around your backyard. These things can get massive and pretty dominant. And speaking of domination and big sizes, right now I think we've officially passed that starting point of the mating season with these iguanas. You know, there's been rumors of big ones, little ones. Sometimes they hide in holes, but apparently around this time they usually come out to try to assert their dominance and also mark territory for breeding purposes. Just as I mentioned, guys, they're not like little geckos, but they start off little, like little geckos, probably about 5-6 inches long. You've probably seen them before in pet stores and whatnot, but you know, what a lot of people didn't know is they actually grow giant, like up to 6 foot long. That's longer than a full adult man, you know. So today we're gonna be, oh my God, today we're gonna be starting off, and we're gonna see if we can locate and catch any of these reptiles right there. There's actually one sitting right there. Probably just came out of this structure, trying to warm itself. That's one. That's okay. That's actually one that's on our list for us to catch. So we're actually gonna get suited up right now with the equipment, and we're gonna see if we can catch them. There's apparently, I'll tell you guys a little bit. They are coming from these areas with these trees, and then they're basically, like I said, they're trying to establish a territory and guard that territory, and then perhaps a female or two might come out, and then they can, you know, they can do what they do. But we're gonna get suited up. A lot of these areas are areas that we got contracts to use catch poles, not necessarily, you know, rifles out here. But hey, we can make easy work out of that, guys. That's not a problem for me. They're just starting to come out. I do got some bait on my throw. Where's that one at? Where'd you go? That's the thing. They're so elusive. It was just here. Oh my God, there it is right there. All right, let me get the pole. More down there. We're getting paid a bounty out here. These people just was able to get their funds back up, and that's what happens with these associations. Is they have funds, they have people pay associations out here, but different parts of the year, you know, the funds are depleted, and then they have to wait for more funds to build up in a reserve, and then boom, now they have a budget. So the budget is back up, and that's good news for us, you know. So without any further ado, let me get this pole ready. Let's start catching some iguanas. Not sure if these lizards like squash, but we do got some right here. I'm gonna throw some in this nesting area. It's actually like some nice squash, zucchini. At least it's yellow. Might work, might not. But it's worth a shot. Like I said, we're in these areas where these iguanas, it's really hard to put into words, guys. When you see, I mean, you see stuff all the time, like, you know, zoos and on the news, but like, when you come out to an area like this, like, you know, it's just a random ditch, and you have wild iguanas out here. It's hard to put into words sometimes, guys, like what you're actually, you know, what you're seeing. It's a real thing, and they're only here in South Florida. You go to some places in Miami, you might see a couple of them. We're gonna come back out here throughout the day because there's been reports of giant ones. There's a lot of territory, but for whatever reason they want to take over this trash dumpster. Which I don't know why, but maybe if we catch these iguanas, we can add to them. Maybe get some answers. Like I said, there's no real explanation on why these things are out here or why they're doing this, but it is what it is. There's one down here. You probably can't see. He's right over the edge. I don't think he's gonna go swimming. Actually, swam off. Swam off. We're here early, man. We're here dumb early. I guarantee you, you give it a couple hours, let this thing kind of warm up. There's gonna be a lot of iguanas out here. It's crazy to even think that there's that many iguanas out here, but it is true. Alright, we're gonna keep it rolling, guys. This side is much brighter with sunlight. These reptiles need to regenerate energy from solar power. Kind of like those little solar energy things. Around here, it could be a giant iguana anywhere. A few of them. Look at this, actually. If that isn't alpha iguana bait right there, that's bait for an iguana. An alpha can get attracted to that super easily. There's a female iguana up in there. I guess you can say this is happy hour right now for iguanas. They're just, the ladies are just getting coming out. Didn't go as smoothly as planned. Still got it for the take now. Oh yeah. This is what you would call a nice healthy breeder. Female iguana. A full size too. Full size. Yielding about maybe 2.5, 3 foot. Not heavy, like pretty light bodied. Maybe a good 3 pounds, 4 pounds. You can just see, you know, the pattern of it as well. It's very dark. Just coming out to get some sun, just like solar panels, guys. They darken, and when they absorb that heat, that's when they turn really, really bright. You can see the underbelly. Super bright. So yeah, that is a female iguana. And what I think, there could be giants in here. I don't know where a giant iguana can be hiding right now. I mean, it's pretty hard to miss a 10-pound lizard, but that's how good they are at camouflaging, guys. We almost didn't even see that one right there. I'm always looking in the trees. I learned from CJ to look for things that just stand out, that's obscure. You know something just doesn't look right, and that's what you got to keep your eyes open for. Easier said than done though, because an iguana is a master of camouflage. This is the first one for the bounty. at the end, what we're gonna do is we will euthanize all these lizards and take some photos, and we'll be able to send that to the client. You can see it right there, just a female iguana. And this one right here can deliver a powerful bite. Any full-size adult iguana, don't want to get bit by it. The risk of infection and stitches goes way up. Oh. All right, little doggy. That's one down. We got plenty more to go. The day is just getting started, and we already got some money in the bank. Everything's just starting to warm up. Right quick, look at this. This is a bogged out area, a swamp. It's like a little wetland. Remember, this whole place was a wetland, and then they built it on it, and this is one of the remaining wetlands back here. This place right here has been festering with these iguanas. Ducks as well. They're all over the dang place. Look at this. This place is insane, dude. Just a bunch of small green ones. Bunch of small green. You guys can see this is like a preserve area. They're trying to, you know, just for habitat preservation. There are massive iguanas living back here, lurking. Strawberries. Holy smokes. Whoa, guys, look at this. Look inside there. Maybe if we throw a berry, get them out to fight. And you guys seen me over here before. You have seen me here before catching iguanas, but there's so many of them. The thing is right when we get one or two of them, they all just flee. They all just flee. Doesn't seem like they're too hungry at the moment. We need to make a hog trap or something that we can get these lizards all at once. Once I catch one, guys, they're all gonna retreat and get spooked. Look at all these female iguanas. So we're trying to figure out, guys, how's the tipping point and this threshold being crossed with these lizards? That big one in there doesn't seem too interested in food. Doesn't seem too interested in food. You might be able to catch it. Once I catch one, they all escape. So I don't know if in the next couple of months, if we're gonna actually be able to get more resources out here, some more trappers, and maybe be able to weed out some of these iguanas. This is not even the big one. The big one has escaped. This one is like the lesser of the two dominant ones out here. Still pretty dominant. You've seen all the other ones were just basically small green female iguanas. And this one right here, giant spikes with the head, the jaws of that iguana gets you. I mean, it's a pretty big bite. So let me know what you guys think. So far, you know, and it's crazy because different spots, I guess, breeding and behaviors are different. Because if we were in full-blown breeding season right now, this guy would be super orange, bright orange. Wouldn't be able to, hide it if he could. But as you guys can see, still dark. This is a great one to get. Let's go ahead, bag and tag. We'll come back here later. Oh, maybe we can get some more iguanas. Like I said, once we catch one or two of them, they all scatter. So I need some help with the trap. All right, we're at another spot. I just want to show you something. These iguanas out here are super skittish. And we're actually in the back of a school. The school is over there. So we cannot even use an air rifle out here because we'd have the whole SWAT team out here. We're allowed to catch iguanas out here. We're just not allowed to shoot guns out here. I want to show you something up there. Not sure if you can see that, but we got a sleeping alpha iguana up there. Kind of show you some of this stuff out here. If we could get close enough to an iguana so we can catch them. There they go. They're already starting to run. So if we had the pole, so you can't even get to them. Now the crazy thing is during that egg laying season, this is all dug out. Dug out. You can see all the underneath earth, all this foundation dug out. So there were iguana eggs laid inside here. You can see it's a little hollow. the inside as well, right over, all through here as well, just dug out. It's kind of hard to see it. There is an iguana. There's one. So there's not too much going on right now, guys. There's a few iguanas, and they're very skittish, so it's like we can't even really get close to any of them. Can't get close. That's why I'm gonna be trying to throw some food. Maybe that might be able to entice them. But when that breeding season is full blown, these iguanas are gonna have no choice but to be out, because it's just pumping through their blood, all that testosterone. They said that iguanas have the most testosterone in the lizard family, especially during mating season. Silly little lizards. So we got a crazy thing going on too, guys. There's been a lot of new people that have came to Florida, which we welcome everybody, all the tourists. But it's kind of weird, guys, because some of these tourists, they don't ever leave. You're seeing a storage unit right here. There's actually people that are living inside there, guys, in this storage unit. And what they're doing is, I've been told about this from some of the people that work here, and they're actually, living in the storage unit, but also there's some outlets that are out here, and they're using the electricity as well. So I get it. Everybody's, Florida, we're in a dire need of help right now, guys. Like, people are coming out here. They don't realize that the living condition out here is not favorable. Rents are going up, cost of living is going up, groceries are going up, gas is going up. Everything is very competitive out here. So that's kind of what's going on in Florida. But, shoot, these guys got to figure it out, because at least they'll be safe in that unit. They wouldn't have to worry about no storms or anything. So it's pretty cool. Right here, these guys did throw out some food, and as you guys can see, there are a couple of iguanas. That is a nice, healthy iguana. Big female, a she. Full grown too. The females don't nearly get as big as the giant males. Obviously the males can get up to 6 feet long, turn that big orange color. But females usually get, 2 to 3 feet. They can weigh about, 4 to 5 pounds max. This one's probably about 3 pounds. It is a beautiful, beautiful specimen. This is, like I said, pet trade. I guess, these animals were introduced out here. They weren't that many of them. It would have been, you saw 1 or 2 iguanas people saw. They thought it was the coolest thing ever. But then recently, the last 5-10 years, population has exploded. We actually had a massive freeze in 2011. Which killed a lot of invasive species, guys. A lot of iguanas, a lot of fish. Since 2011, that's been about 13 years ago, over a decade, we have not had any kind of weather like that to put any pressure on these invasive reptiles. So, another iguana, let's go ahead, bag it, tag it. I think there's a couple more out there, some bigger ones, so we're gonna see if we can catch those as well. On it. I'm gonna go ahead and lift it up. that didn't go too bad. This one's got a kink in his tail. Another incredible lizard. This one is a little bit bigger. So the main question, guys, what we're trying to figure out is, you know, are we going to get more cold fronts? If so, this is going to definitely help out, cut out with the invasive species, even with the snakes, the iguanas, some of the snakeheads that are out here too. Some people say they're immune to the cold weather, but I believe like if it gets cold enough in the 30s, it will definitely, you know, take out a bunch of these invasive species. We're at an area right now, a time right now, that we don't even really know the population of iguanas here in Florida. We have no idea. Some speculate they could be in the tens of thousands, some say the hundreds of thousands. Some people are even saying they could potentially be in the millions. 1 million iguanas is a lot of iguanas. Just to kind of put that in perspective, that's 10,000 times 1,000, I believe. Let me see, wait. No, I'm sorry, that's 10,000 times 100 iguanas. So that would be a lot. That's 10,000 times 100. So, young male, not anywhere near a big dominant alpha iguana. You know, we've seen those you know, anything over 10 pounds is just an absolute giant. This guy's about 4. So if you think this one is big, just imagine one 3 times the size. Those are the big specimens that we are looking for. Nonetheless, this one could potentially grow into a big alpha like that. Could grow. It would have, you know, not every male iguana turns alpha. Only certain ones that have that ferocity in them. I don't know if it's testosterone or, you know, the aggression. I don't know. It has to have something to do with hormones, and also I guess eating too. You know, the more he eats, bigger he gets, the bigger he is, more testosterone he can have. Maybe attract more females, and of course, I guess like the more you fight as well, the more testosterone you can get. Just like the more you work out. So, nice male. You know, caught him pretty good. He's got a couple scars on him. We're gonna go ahead and bag this one, and we are on the hunt, guys, for giant 13, 14, even 15-pound iguanas. Matter of fact, I do see one that looks pretty big right now. It's hiding in the grass. Let's go see if we can put a snare on it. Nice one right here, man. Look at that beautiful fat one. Hey, we actually had that gentleman that was actually from there came to say what's up. That's pretty cool. He said something about how they were his pets or something like that. I said, man, you can't have iguanas as pets in Florida. Look up the laws. So I ended up grabbing it real quick. This is a nice fat one. A lot of meat. We were just talking to one of the employees out here. He said you can make tacos and you can make wontons with it. Very good, but this would be a perfect pet size iguana in the pet tray. But like I said, they're outlawed as pets. Check out the rules if you don't believe me. They banned them. So let's go ahead, let's bag it, tag it. Shoot, we might even invite it for dinner as well. Now it might be hard to put in perspective on what you're seeing right now, but if you look by that dumpster, guys, there are massive iguanas out there right now. I don't know where they came out of. Probably some type of hole or something. You see there. Out there, right? There's an orange one too. Oh wow! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh shoot! Oh my God! Oh shoot! Gotta be careful handling a dragon like this. This thing can overpower a child or even, you know, an adult. I'm just pretty hefty myself, so I can somewhat hold my own. Look at that. Check out by its end right there. It's got a fresh cut. Ooh. So that's a lot of evidence right there to show that these things have been scrapped, and that's what the residents have been saying. Massive lizards out here fighting. Never seen nothing like it before. They're trying to take over this area by this dumpster. Oh my goodness. Guys. It's right there. Jeez Louise. That thing had some power. Man, I had the catch pole on it. That thing just started taking out line. And I just felt the power, man. I got a little rope burn actually from holding it. This is a monster. But in all seriousness, guys, you guys seen all those iguanas that scurried off into that nest area over there? Couldn't even get close to them. Couldn't even get close. Even if I was to pull out a rifle out here, maybe take one or two of them out. But the thing is, guys, I don't have the authority to use a rifle out here, so I'm not about to go do stuff that I don't have authority to do. Anyways, we just bagged this one. This is a great specimen. We're gonna put it in the bag. That escalated very quickly. And it's only been like probably 30 minutes since I came out here. You know, first threw that food out. Strange things happening in Florida. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's a giant. Now we get into some big size iguanas. Look at that specimen. I turned the corner. I saw a bunch of smaller iguanas right up over here. I was like, how weird. You know, a bunch of small green ones just right up to these people's patios. And then right by the water's edge, guys, look at this size. This dinosaur right here. This is definitely 100% a alpha. Without a doubt, it's a monster. Not only the size of it, but the colors. That is a striking orange, tangerine coloration. Absolutely insane. Wow. These iguanas, guys, I don't know if I'm not used to it, but when we get them and they take off in that, with that string, guys, I mean, I need to wear gloves because, I mean, I'm getting like rope burned out here. trying to handle these creatures. That's a big one though, that's a big one. This one is about 10 pounds. And this is what I would consider an alpha, guys. Now, you know, you might see small little lizards, geckos. Those aren't really that big a deal. You know, some people, like we're saying, there are giant iguanas out here fighting about 10, 15 pounds. You know, people say all sorts of things, you know, Loch Ness Monster, Chewbacca, but they're talking about these 5 to 10 to 15 pound iguanas. I mean, it's not a myth, guys. It is actually legit. It's not an urban legend. These lizards have been here. We haven't had no freezes since the last 10 years. So we've, you know, been seeing a lot of growth. Population has just been out of control, and there's every day there's bigger and bigger ones that are coming out. I need me some ice water, guys. That is gonna cut it right there for this video. That's gonna cut it. Let's zoom out a little bit. We're a little zoomed in. You can see it much better here. Look at that, guys. And they say these are some of the biggest lizards in the world, these iguanas. Biggest, guys. I don't know. There's a couple of lizards that are bigger, but top 10 biggest lizards in the world, definitely iguanas. And you can see the size of this one right here, an absolute bull. It's getting ready for that mating season, getting that top fat, so when they start fighting, they'll have that extra protection. Jowls are pronounced. The head is massive. I don't even want to have my hand anywhere near that head. Dewlap is full as well. And that's what he uses to mate and to attract mates. It's like a flag, you know. He just shakes that. And the other iguanas, they don't know why, but they just get captivated with it. It's like a lure. They get attracted. That's a great specimen, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and bag this one. I'll see you guys at the truck. There's not that much stuff known about invasive green iguanas, and every day FWC biologists and other college biologists are trying to find out answers, learn more information about these creatures, and what we can do to prevent future spread and population growth. Right now it is unknown the exact population of these lizards, but it is safe to say that each and every year the population is growing and territory is being expanded. If you guys want to learn more about this phenomenon, please consider subscribing to this channel. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. If you learned anything, even one thing, please subscribe to this channel. And if you can, also share it to a friend. Let's find these answers out together. It's your friend Raj, the Iguana Man. I'll see you guys on the next video. We got Big Boy in hand. I told you there was a report of a 10+ pound iguana out here. And you guys stuck with me to the end of the video, so like it right now. And we ended up catching them, so see you guys on the next one.